Okay friends, welcome back to the channel where you helped me come to terms with the whole prospect of being 70, which I've turned a couple of months ago. I want to continue on the theme of Swedish death cleaning that I started a couple of weeks ago, as it prompted some reactions and comments, not on the YouTube comments area because I've switched that off just in case somebody I don't know starts posting insults and abuse on it. But I have heard from emails and WhatsApp messages from people who've actually watched the last video. And there's a few comments I think that are justified. And one is that probably the first one is I wasn't really, when I was discussing my tech, I wasn't really ruthless enough, and I should have looked a bit more harder at what are things I'm going to use and what are the best things to use to pass on. So I'll come back to maybe some other subjects as part of this whole decluttering Swedish death cleaning exercise. But today I just quite like to concentrate on some of the more techie bits, as you can see, as I've come on a bit further. Now there's a very popular TV programme in the UK here, as I spiel on about this, in June 2026, in which families are basically forced into decluttering half their house. And one of the three areas in which they're allowed to release their excess belongings are basically put into three categories. The first one is those that you sell, then those that you then take to the charity shop and donate, and then the final one is things that you recycle. Now, as I will carry on explaining here and in further videos to come, that isn't sometimes as easy as it sounds. It's possible to identify things that may have some resale value after you learn a bit about what doesn't. And then actually donation can be a reasonable option, but we're increasingly finding that charity shops, or thrift stores as they're called elsewhere in the world, some of them are really actually quite full of stock and a little bit resistant to taking on certain items. So it isn't a no-brainer that anything you take to your favourite charity shop will either be sold in the shop or even recycled. It may well be turned away because charity shops can't really be a similar alternative to you taking things to your local council waste facility. And that's also true with recycling. It isn't quite as easy as it used to be in terms of finding outlets that are able and willing to take the items that you no longer need or use and then upcycle them, or in any case keep them out of landfill. This is actually becoming a little bit more complicated. And one of my respondents also said that when he goes to his local waste facility, they really now make it quite difficult for you to leave things in terms of searching through black bags, and also just to make sure that you're not going to be leaving things for archaeologists in a few hundred years to turn up. So as I say, these processes are actually not that simple, and I'm going to be tackling them hopefully in other bits of my life. But today let's just finish off the tech. And this one I showed last time, 23-year-old digital camera. This now has been established as being fully working. I've got all the kit for it except for a card reader, and so that is probably, apparently, it has a little bit of notoriety in digital camera circles because this one was designed by Porsche. Porsche had a design consultancy, maybe they still do, but they designed this camera for this Japanese firm Fuji. And these seem to have, if they're all in working order, seem to have a resale value of about, possibly as I'm saying this in June 2026, about £50 or £60. So that, I think, will go into the sell category. This one, probably, I've decided this one will have to go to. I've thought of uses for it, but really, without an up-to-date operating system, it's really not much use for anything. There are people who will appear to want these things, again, not for very much, but are people who seem to buy these things on eBay. So again, to keep it away from waste reduction or whatever would happen to it, I'm going to try and see if I can sell that to a willing person on eBay. This one I've discovered the iPod. I've got two or three of iPods. This is the smallest of the two or three I've got. I have now discovered this can fall into the donate category because there is a charity in the UK that actually asks for iPods. So I'm waiting for the envelope to arrive in which I can get rid of this lovely bit of kit and send it off, hopefully somewhere to where it's more necessary or more needed. And then the other two bits, the old bits of Apple tech, I am going to hang on to because they do have their uses. And as I explained, the original iPod, the original iPad, I beg your pardon, which I got, I guess, 15 years ago. I can use it as a digital picture frame. That's the only thing I can really find to use it for. It will play music at all, but the sound I now realise is a little bit behind the times in terms of quality. But as a digital photo frame, so long as I can still upload the photographs, and that isn't a no-brainer forever, that I think is worth hanging on to. And then this is my car music player. Now I know lots of you will have all your fancy AirPlays and so forth in your car. Well, I just have a little gadget that will basically allows my phone to connect with the car radio via Bluetooth, so I can play music, my own music, through the car radio. And this is quite a neat little old iPhone that I've used for playing for music a long time. Bluetooth works fine. So I think I'm going to hold on to that one, and that's going to be my in-car music player. So there we go. I've got through some of the items that I've had hanging around for years and years, and I'm looking for ways of moving them on, and hope that's going to be successful. Next time I've still got other things to talk about, like as I said before, CDs, DVDs and books and so forth, and then maybe even something about furniture, though even then I'm possibly not going to be in the unhappy position of handing on too much furniture to my descendants. So once again, I hope you've found this interesting to know what a 70-year-old man in the UK is up to. May you have good physical and mental health, and may your God go with you.